Hey, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and the people over at Magnolia were nice enough to send over the ABCs of Death 2. 26 shorts! Yeah, 2 hours and 2 minutes long. 26 shorts. One short for every letter of the alphabet. Every letter of the alphabet has a word attached to it. You know, A is for amateur, B is for badger, type of thing. Now, I watched this, and I must say that I truly enjoyed it. I thought this was really good. I would say more than 75% of the shorts are good. There are a few that kind of fall flat for me. You know, there's 2 animated shorts, which I didn't care for either one of them, to be honest. P is for scary. Was kind of lame. But God, the ones that I can name: U is for Utopia, T is for torture porn, you know, Z is for zygote, X is for xylophone, I think is what it was. I mentioned 2 others earlier. A is for amateur, B is for badger, and F is for fallen, N is for nexus. Oh man. All of these have like really cool twisted stories. R is for roulette. That was another good one. All these have some pretty cool and twisted stories because, of course, it's a horror anthology series, and you know, so it's got to be pretty twisted. But you got some pretty cool stuff in here. T is for torture porn is directed by Sylvia and Jen Soska, the Soska sisters, who you might know from American Mary, See No Evil 2, and in theirs is Tristan Risk, who you might know from American Mary. And then you have Elise Crocker, who I interviewed earlier this week on my show Sit Down. She's in U is for Utopia, which is one of the coolest episodes because there's really not a whole lot said. I mean, there's like one sound throughout this whole thing, but you get the idea of what the story's about. Very cool to have kind of a silent movie style, and it was modern looking, so. N is for Nexus, I think, was my favorite story, you know, out of all of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot. Well, 26. There's a lot of stories, but N is for Nexus, I really enjoyed. There were a couple of elements to it that I don't want to say were surprising because they really weren't, but just were refreshing. It just was such a good short. R's for Roulette. R's for Roulette is black and white, and you kind of get to feel that you're not quite sure what era it's supposed to be in. Since it's in black and white, it could be the 60s, it could be the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, you know. But for that part, I've heard a couple of theories about where they're supposed to be. We hear a bunch of noises. There's 3 people in a room, and we hear a bunch of noises outside. So one of the theories I've read about this is that this is almost an offshoot of Night of the Living Dead, like not wanting to deal with what's outside. I'm like, okay, well that's cool. I like that idea. That's a cool theory. You know, another one is that it takes place during World War II. And it could be the Nazis outside the door. So, 2 good ideas. Both work, you know, for me. All in all, I think they put out one of the... I've not seen the first one, and now I need to go find the first one so I can see it. Because I loved the second one. ABCs of Death 2. I like the cover art. And disc art looks pretty much the same. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of really cool ideas for shorts. A is for amateur. It has kind of like a hilarious ending to it. If you ask me, I thought it was hilarious. B is for badger, is the same way. So I go out. This comes out on February 3rd from Magnet, which is a Magnolia, offshoot. But yeah, check it out. The ABCs of Death 2. I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.